Welcome to my maths class. In this class, we'll solve sums from NCERT textbook, class 9, chapter 3, the world of numbers, end of chapter exercises. It's on page number 65. We will solve question 11, question 12, and question 14. The question 11 says, without performing division, determine whether the decimal expansion of 8 by 125 is terminating or non-terminating. If it is terminating, state the number of decimal places. So without dividing 18 by 125, we have to find out whether the decimal expansion is terminating or non-terminating. Suppose it is terminating, then we have to state the number of decimal places. So we have got 18 by 125. 18 by 125. So what we will do, we will find the prime factors of 125. So the prime factors of 125 are 5 cube. 5 cube. That means the prime factors of 125 are 5 into 5 into 5. 5 cube. So now we know that if the prime factors of the denominator of a rational number contain only 2 or only 5 or only 2 and 5, the decimal expansion of such a rational number is terminating. Therefore, the decimal expansion of this rational number is terminating. Therefore, the decimal expansion of the rational number of the given rational number is terminating. Now we have to find out the number of decimal places. So what we will do, 18 by 5 cube, we will convert the denominator into the multiples of 10. Then what we will do, it is 5 cube. So I will multiply the numerator denominator with 2 cube. So the denominator will become 5 cube into 2 cube. It will become 5 into 2 whole cube. This will become 18 into 8. So 18 into 8 is 144. This will become 10 cube. That is 144 divided by 1000. So this will become, so when we divide 144 with 1000, we will get 0.144. Therefore, the number of decimal places is 3. Therefore, the number of decimal places is 3. Okay, now we'll go to the 12th question. The question says, a rational number in its lowest form has denominator 2 cube into 5. How many decimal places will its decimal expansion have? Explain your answer. So they are telling there is a rational number which is in its lowest form and the denominator is 2 cube into 5. So we have to find out how many decimal places will be there in the decimal expansion. So what we will do, we will assume let the rational number be let the rational number be three by 2 cube into 5. You can see this is a rational number in its simplest form because we can't cut anything, and the denominator is 2 cube into 5. Okay, now we will see how there are how many decimal places in this. So to find the number of to convert it into a decimal, what we will do, we will convert the denominator into the multiples of 10. For that, what I will do, three by 2 cube into 5 to make it into a multiple of 10. We want 2 cube into 5 cube. So I should make it as 5 cube. So what I will do, I will multiply the denominator with 5 square. 5 square. So the numerator also is multiplied with 5 square. So what I will get, 3 into 25 by 2 cube into 5 cube. You can see here, then what we will get, 75 by 2 into 5 whole cube. That's equal to 75 by 10 cube. That's equal to 75 by 1000. So I have converted the denominator into a multiple of 10. Then when we divide it, we will get 0.075. So the rational number in its simplest form, whose denominator is 2 cube into 5, has 3 decimal places. Therefore, in the decimal expansion, of the rational number under consideration, of the rational number of the rational number under consideration decimal places. Has 3 decimal places. Because when we try to convert the denominator into multiples of 10, we will get 1000. So now we will go to the next question, that is the 14th question. The question says 3 rational numbers x, y and z satisfy x plus y plus z equal to 0 and xy plus yz and zx is equal to 0. Show that all the rational numbers x, y, z must be simultaneously 0. You have been given that x plus y plus z is equal to 0 and xy, yz, zx is equal to 0. We should show that all these 3 are simultaneously 0. That means x is equal to 0, y is equal to 0 and z also is equal to 0. That we should show. So x plus y plus z equal to 0. It is given to us. And xy plus yz plus zx is also equal to 0. It's also given to us. Now we know that x plus y plus z whole square is equal to x square plus y square plus z square plus 2xy plus 2yz plus 2zx. This one, this is we know this is an x plus y plus z whole cube whole square is equal to this one. So now you have been given x plus y plus z equal to 0. So I can put 0 here. 0 square is equal to x square plus y square plus z square. You can see 2 is a common factor for all these. So I'll take 2 common. xy plus yz plus zx. So next 0 square is 0. 0 is equal to x square plus y square plus z square plus 2. We know that we have been given xy plus yz plus zx is equal to 0. You can see it. So I can put 0 here. So it will become 0 is equal to x square plus y square plus z square. 2 zeros are 0. So x square plus y square plus z square is equal to 0. This is possible only when only when x square is equal to 0, y square is equal to 0 and z square is equal to 0. So x is equal to 0, y equal to 0 and z is equal to 0. Therefore, x, y, z are simultaneously 0. Simultaneously 0. Please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.